We're here because free speech is under attack. We're here because people are being convinced that socialism works. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth.
Chicago voters speak out, student loan cases heard by the Supreme Court, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. The votes are in, and she is out of here, proving that crime doesn't pay. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot lost her bid for re-election on Tuesday. Lightfoot, who was elected in 2019 and was the first black woman and first openly gay person to serve as Chicago's mayor, came in third behind former Chicago Public School CEO Paul Vallis and Cook County Commissioner Brandon Johnson. Neither Vallis nor Johnson received 50% of the vote, so they will face each other in an April runoff. Lightfoot was the first incumbent since 1983 to lose a re-election bid after serving a full term in the nation's third largest city. Vallis and Johnson succeeded by putting the issues at the forefront of their campaigns, while Lightfoot focused on identity politics and continued to divide the city, failing to acknowledge that her policies were responsible for Chicago's rising crime rate. Supreme Court justices appeared skeptical about President Biden's authority to forgive $400 billion in student loan debt. Biden extended a pause on student loan payments, but then announced that he would forgive some debt for millions of borrowers. But Chief Justice John Roberts, part of the High Court's conservative supermajority, suggested the Biden administration might have violated the separation of powers by acting without explicit enough congressional authority. Both Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi have stated that the Biden White House did not have the power to issue student loan debt forgiveness and that the policy has to go through Congress. Meanwhile, Teachers Union President Randi Weingarten got attention on social media for her emotional display at a rally outside the Supreme Court, screaming that businesses were bailed out during COVID and how dare they not bail out students. Weingarten once again showed her ignorance of the issues. The business assistance she railed against was approved through Congress, not provided by executive order. Under Weingarten's leadership, the teachers' union misappropriated COVID funds that were supposed to go to protect students and fought to keep schools closed, contributing to the loss of learning suffered by students during COVID. President Biden's latest misleading talking point claims that Republican lawmakers are pushing to slash government spending and threatening programs people desperately need, including Medicaid and Obamacare. For millions of Americans, health care hangs in the balance, Biden said at a recreation center in Virginia Beach, Virginia. His remarks came as he began a push to rally support for his budget priorities as Republicans demand unspecified spending cuts and responsible budgeting before Congress raises the debt ceiling. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has called for working towards balancing the budget. Republicans have repeatedly stated that Medicaid and Medicare are not on the table, and the Washington Post has previously given this claim by the Biden administration for Pinocchios, once again showing the Biden administration's penchants for stretching the truth. President Biden announced on Tuesday that he would nominate Julie Su, the Deputy Labor Secretary, to become the next Labor Secretary when Martin Walsh leaves the post in March. Sue, who will be the first Asian American to serve in Biden's cabinet, would take over at a crucial time as the administration seeks to stabilize the economy amid recession fears and bolster labor rights. Sue, a fluent Mandarin speaker and former California labor commissioner, has overseen the release of numerous rules to benefit workers and protect them from COVID-19. Walsh will be the first official to leave Biden's cabinet. He will head to the National Hockey League Players Association. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth at xvadio.com/podcasts, the Apple Podcasts app, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.